Hello and welcome to Inspire Spirit with Letty, your one-stop for self-improvement and personal growth. In today's journey, we're diving into a fascinating topic: boost your happiness, harnessing emotional energy. We'll explore how our emotions, those powerful forces within us, can be transformed into a source of happiness. We'll delve into the science, the strategies, and the stories that illuminate this wonderful aspect of our human experience. So, I pose you this question. Have you ever wondered how your emotions can fuel your happiness? Emotions, they are not just feelings, they are energy, a powerful force that can shape our lives. Let's dive a bit deeper into this idea. Imagine emotions as energy in motion, flowing through us, shaping our perceptions, our interactions, and our experiences. Each emotion carries with it a specific vibrational frequency, and this vibrational energy influences our physical and mental state. Now, think about a day when you woke up feeling upbeat and positive. You probably noticed that things seemed to go your way. You were more productive, more creative, and your interactions with others were likely more positive. That's because your emotional energy was high and it influenced your entire day. On the flip side, consider a day when you woke up feeling low or anxious. Chances are you found it challenging to focus, your creativity was stifled, and your interactions with others were likely strained. That's because your emotional energy was low, and it cast a shadow over your entire day. So, you see, emotions are not just internal experiences. They have the power to shape our external reality. They can act as a compass, guiding us towards what feels good and steering us away from what doesn't. They can act as a catalyst, triggering action and change. They can act as a mirror, reflecting our inner state of being. But the real magic happens when we learn to harness this emotional energy, when we learn to channel it towards our well-being and happiness, when we learn to ride the waves of our emotions rather than being swept away by them. It's like learning to sail. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails to harness its power. So how do we harness this emotional energy? It starts with awareness, with becoming mindful of our emotional state and understanding its impact on our lives. It involves learning to navigate our emotions, to understand their ebb and flow, to recognize their triggers, and to manage their impact. Harnessing emotional energy is not about suppressing negative emotions or forcing positive ones. It's about creating a healthy emotional balance. It's about learning to use our emotional energy to fuel our growth, our creativity, our relationships, and our happiness. So, harnessing this emotional energy is the key to boosting your happiness. Now, you might ask, how exactly do we harness this emotional energy? Well, the answer lies in the power of positive emotions. They are the fuel that propels us forward, that lights up our life, and yes, that boosts our happiness. Positive emotions are not just fleeting moments of joy or excitement. They are powerful forces that can shape our mindset, our actions, and ultimately, our lives. They have the power to transform our outlook on life, to broaden our thinking, to build our resilience, and to connect us with others. But how do we cultivate these positive emotions? It starts with awareness. We need to become conscious of our emotional state and actively seek out experiences that bring us joy, gratitude, serenity, interest, hope, pride, amusement, inspiration, awe, and love. These are the 10 most common positive emotions according to renowned psychologist Barbara Fredrickson. Next, we need to practice. Just as we exercise to strengthen our muscles, we need to practice positive emotions to strengthen our emotional well-being. This might involve savoring the good moments, practicing gratitude, seeking out inspiring experiences, or fostering meaningful relationships. And remember, no matter how small or insignificant these moments may seem, they have the power to build up over time, creating an upward spiral of positivity and happiness. This is what Fredrickson calls the broaden and build theory. Positive emotions broaden your sense of possibilities and open your mind, which in turn allows you to build new skills and resources that can provide value in other areas of your life. But it's also important to note that positive emotions are not about ignoring the negative. They're about balancing the scales, about building a reserve of positivity that can help us navigate through life's challenges with grace and resilience. So, harness the power of positive emotions. Cultivate them, practice them, and let them guide you towards a happier, more fulfilled life. Remember, positive emotions are your best ally in this journey to happiness. Harnessing emotional energy is not a Herculean task. It can be as simple as adopting certain techniques. Let's delve into some of these techniques. First off, we have mindfulness. This is the practice of being fully present in the moment, free from distraction or judgment, and with a soft and open mind. Mindfulness allows you to fully experience your feelings and emotions as they come and go, without getting swept away by them. By being present and aware, you can better understand your emotional energy and how it affects you. Next up, we have gratitude. It's a powerful emotion that can significantly boost your happiness. By simply acknowledging the good things in your life, you can shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Practice gratitude by starting a daily journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Over time, you'll start to notice a shift in your mindset and a boost in your emotional energy. Now let's talk about emotional intelligence. This is the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. Emotional intelligence allows you to recognize and understand your own emotional energy, as well as the emotional energy of others. By understanding these emotions, you can better manage your reactions and relationships. And finally, remember not to suppress your emotions. It's crucial to let yourself feel. It's okay to be sad, angry, or anxious. These emotions are just as important as happiness and joy. They're part of the human experience. By acknowledging and accepting all of your emotions, you're better able to understand and harness your emotional energy. Emotional energy isn't something to be feared or ignored. Instead, it should be harnessed and used to fuel your life. By practicing mindfulness, expressing gratitude, enhancing your emotional intelligence, and allowing yourself to feel, you're taking steps toward harnessing your emotional energy. By adopting these techniques, you can effectively harness your emotional energy to boost your happiness. Now, let's bring this concept to life with some real-life examples and stories. Picture this. A woman named Sarah was battling severe depression. She felt trapped in her negative emotions, her world painted in shades of gray. But then she discovered the power of emotional energy. She started channeling her feelings into painting, allowing the colors to represent her emotions. Over time, she found that the process of painting was therapeutic. She had harnessed her emotional energy into something positive, transforming her depression into a vibrant palette of colors. Today, Sarah is happier and healthier, finding joy in every brushstroke. Then there's the story of Mark, a man who felt stuck in a job he despised. He was riddled with stress and unhappiness, but instead of succumbing to his negative emotions, he decided to harness them. He channeled his frustration into motivation, using it as fuel to pursue his passion for photography. Today, Mark is a successful freelance photographer, joyous and fulfilled, living proof that it's possible to turn your emotional energy into a source of happiness. Lastly, consider the tale of Emma, a young woman who was constantly anxious and worried about the future. She decided to harness this emotional energy into mindfulness and meditation. Today, Emma lives in the present, her anxiety replaced by peace and contentment. These stories show that it's possible for anyone to harness their emotional energy and boost their happiness. So, there you have it. The secret to boosting your happiness lies in harnessing your emotional energy. We've delved deep into the concept of emotional energy, understanding its intricacies and power. We've explored how positive emotions can be a game changer in your life and how they can fuel your journey to happiness. We've also shared effective techniques to harness your emotional energy, transforming it into a driving force for positivity and joy. Finally, through real-life stories and examples, we've seen the incredible impact of this concept in action. Remember, emotional energy is something we all possess. It's our choice how to use it. By channeling it positively, we can unlock a whole new level of happiness. We're eager to know how you'll apply these insights in your daily life. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Please leave your comments below, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Inspire Spirit with Letty for more inspiring videos. Thank you for joining us today. See you in the next video.